Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. This is a quick guide on how to complete the Lightblade Nightfall on Grandmaster difficulty. Timestamps are in the description below. But first, some important information about the Grandmaster Nightfall. Champions are barriers and unstoppables. There are arc and solar shields, with arc being the highest in number. The burn is also arc, so make sure to have some arc weapons to maximize the damage. Moving on to loadouts, we had a Warlock running stasis for ad control combined with Eye of Another World helmet to boost ability regen. Our Hunter ran Mobius quiver for DPS combined with Omnioculus chest armor for unlimited invis grenades. The Titan ran Thunder Crash for DPS against the boss and spawn killing champs combined with Heart of Inmost Light to boost ability regen, however Falling Star chest armor also works pretty well. Next up are weapons. There are a ton of barrier champions, so everyone ran an Arbalist. The Warlock ran an arc bow for long range fighting, whilst the Hunter and Titan ran a pulse rifle for stunning unstoppables. There aren't many unstoppables, so you could get away with only one person running unstop. Everyone ran an arc heavy linear for DPS such as Storm Chasers and Sail Spies, as they are all arc and that will maximize the DPS. Next up are mods. Obviously, if you are running arc, use any of the seasonal mods that boost your abilities like Amped Up or Lightning Strikes twice. Otherwise, Sundering Glare works well for stunning champions at a long range. For leg armor, run some scavenger mods. For your chest armor, I recommend running the seasonal mod Thermal Shock Plating, as it will protect you from solar and arc damage. The knights and the boss all use arc, whilst the hive throw solar grenades at you. Combine this with a concussive dampener because the boss uses explosive damage. For gauntlets, run some champion mods, and finally for your helmet, have some ammo finder mods on. Remember, these loadouts are just templates and you do not need specific named weapons or OP class builds to complete this Grandmaster. Copy the templates or use them to make your own. With that out of the way, let's get right into the Grandmaster. At the beginning, run forward until you see the boss. Shoot him a couple of times to make him teleport so that he won't snipe at you from the back of the map. From here, if you want platinum, you will need to kill the two barriers at the front of the room. Use these ledges to kill the barriers on the right and the one in the middle. Once both of them are dealt with, you do not need to deal with the remaining adds. Simply run to the far left side, turn invisible, and run for the door. This will despawn the remaining adds. In the next room, you will want to follow the strategy in every detail to really control the add spawns, otherwise the room will be swarmed and it will be that much harder to clear it. Kill the two wizards at the front and any adds around them, but leave the remaining acolytes alone. Then there are two barriers in the middle of a room with a light bearer to the right side balcony. Focus on taking the barriers out first, one by one, killing as few acolytes as possible. If you kill too many, the next wave of adds will spawn. When the barriers are dead, you can use the stairs on the right side to get rid of the light bearer up on the right side balcony. Be extra careful when the light bearers are using their supers, as the shields and grenades will one-shot you. After killing the light bearer, get back up top and snipe at the acolytes until the next light bearer spawns at the top next to you. Get rid of him ASAP, use the tunnel behind you or even retreat all the way back for cover if you have to. Again, once the light bearer is taken care of, then kill the acolytes until the last light bearer spawns in the middle of a room. He will be accompanied by two arc knights, so try to draw them out to get rid of them first, otherwise they will chase after you. This will leave the light bearer exposed for an easy kill. If you kill adds at random in the room, then you can have up to two light bearers and knights running around after you, so try to follow this strategy. Proceed to the next area containing a barge. On either side of a barge will be two barrier champions, so deal with them one by one or split up. You can use the stairs leading up to the barge for cover to easily deal with them. Once you are ready, jump on board. As the barge moves forward, adds will spawn on the ledges to the left and the right with a shrieker at the back of the room. I suggest jumping off the barge to either the left or the right sides and just clear out the adds one by one. Once the adds and shriekers are gone, use the ledges to climb up to the balconies on the left and right sides. Each balcony has an orb that you need to dunk to move the barge, and each orb is protected by a light bearer. Use the stairs to head glitch the light bearers for easy kills, but be careful because they will use their supers against you as soon as you get there. Same tactic, once the barge moves, simply jump to the left or the right sides and make your way across, clearing out the adds. The other option is to continuously turn invisible on the barge until you reach the portal, but it is far more risky, especially since there are shriekers in between each of the bridges. I suggest clearing out section by section. Once done, just jump through the portal, but as soon as you get through, turn around and jump onto the balcony right behind you. There will be thralls jumping out onto the barge, and this way they cannot hurt you. just make sure to jump onto either side of a balcony so a thrall does not jump out from a doorway knocking you to your death. In the next area you have two options. Option 1, you can run through the swamp, killing the ads along the way and standing at each of the podiums to eliminate the darkness. Just be aware that there are mobs at each of the podiums and they will one-shot you. The second option, which I strongly recommend, is to hug the right side wall all the way to the end and have your Omni Hunter turn you invisible every step of the way. This is far safer than the main route, with the least amount of effort as you do not need to do any fighting. Right at the beginning and near the end you have to kill some screeps that will spawn in front of you, but that is it. Up next are Unstallables and Ogres. Stay at the mouth of the cave and snipe at the Unstallable as well as any ads that might come after you. Once you clear them out, I suggest destroying as many of these mobs as you can inside of the cave to make it easier. Near the top, just use this hill to eliminate the smaller ads. Move forward to the mouth of the cave and you will see 2 Ogres as well as 2 Unstallables. Just snipe them from the top and to conserve as much ammo as you can. Then you will need to kill 2 Shriekers on the left, so have one person get close to them to open them up and snipe at them from a distance, which will despawn the boss. Up next is the boss room. Just like before, follow the strategy closely to not spawn in too many ads in the room. Now you can kite the boss back and forth to prevent it from shooting you by simply jumping over it from ledge to ledge. This will cause the boss to jump after you and make it almost harmless. If the boss does shoot you, simply jump up and make sure there is a pillar in front of you to block the shots. Begin to lower the health of the boss and eventually some thrall will spawn. Briefly stop to get rid of them as they are a nuisance. Then, lower the boss's health until it loses a full bar, which will cause a Lightblade to spawn along with 2 Arc Knights. Kill 1 Arc Knight but keep the second one alive. Focus on getting rid of a Lightblade and use your supers if you have to, but I suggest you save at least 1 for afterwards. The reason you want to keep 1 Arc Knight alive is because it gives you time to replenish your supers and reorganize yourselves after dealing with the Lightblade. Once you are ready, kill the last Arc Knight, which will spawn in the next wave of ads, including 2 barrier champions. This is where one of the supers will be vital. Kill at least 1 barrier champion in its spawn to get it out of the way. This will leave 1 person to distract the boss, whilst the other 2 deal with the last barrier who most of the time will stay in the middle of a room. From here, again, lower the health and replenish your supers by killing ads or simply waiting. We just used our kinetic weapons to lower the boss's health, which is tedious but it gives us time. When the boss hits half health, another 2 barriers will spawn, so yet again, use 1 or more supers to instantly kill at least 1 barrier in its spawn. Then 1 person distracts whilst the other 2 deal with the last barrier. Lower the boss's health until it hits the last bar, at which point the last of the light bearers will spawn with another 2 Arc Knights. Just like before, kill 1 Arc Knight and leave 1 alive. Then kill the Lightbearer champion and once you are ready, deal with the last Arc Knight. Again, lower the boss's health until the last 2 barrier champions spawn, in which, once again, kill 1 in its spawn. 1 person distracts the boss and the other 2 focus on the last barrier. Use this strategy for each of the boss's health bars and you will be fine. Try to not rush it. From here, go all out on the boss and throw everything you have at him because there won't be any more major ads. And there you have it, that is how you complete the Lightblade Grandmaster Nightfall. If you have found the video helpful, then please like and share. Do not forget to subscribe to not miss out on future Destiny 2 guides. Thank you for watching and I'll see you all next time.